doing a memorial for the 20th anniversary of 9/11. And we would like you in the community to help us fold 1,000 paper cranes for an art installation for that day. So my name is Brandy. I'm a librarian here at Lincoln Library, and today I'm going to show you how to fold a paper crane. Okay, this is what our paper cranes are going to look like when we're finished. So we'll just set that little guy off to the side. But we're going to start with a flat, square piece of paper. You can come to Lincoln Library and pick up some origami paper. You can make your own paper just by cutting some into squares. That means every side will be the same length. If your origami paper has two different colors on each side, one side is one color, one side is another color, what you need to do first is pick what color you want your crane to be. So whatever color you want your crane to be, start with that side up. Lay it on the table. So mine is blue on both sides, so it doesn't matter, but the first thing you will do is make a fold to make the square a triangle by putting 2 points together, just like that. You're gonna line things up and just crease. Sometimes I use a pen or a pencil to make a nice hard crease. Sometimes I use my fingernails. You might see me do that. But even if you just press with your fingers, that's usually good enough. Okay, once you've made that first fold, you're gonna open it back up and you'll see that it's folded. You're gonna turn it and you're gonna fold the other corners together. Same exact way. These cranes have a lot of folds in them, but a lot of the folds are the same and you're just repeating them over and over again. So don't be intimidated. Everything's gonna be great. Okay, when you get that done, you'll see you have a little X in the middle of your paper. Now you're gonna turn it over to what would be the wrong side. Again, mine's blue on both sides, but yours might be a different color. And then you're gonna fold it in half again, this time into a rectangle. So flat sides together instead of corners. So you'll put a nice fold there, crease it down, and you're gonna open it up. You're gonna do exactly the same thing, turn it, fold the other way, back into another rectangle. So you're repeating a lot of folds, doing just what you did before. And then you're gonna open that back up. And you can see that it kind of looks like a star with all your folds in the middle there. Now, the next step is to kind of fold this, put all those points together and fold it up together like that. And you get kind of a little star shape. You're gonna squish 2 of those sides together and make it into a smaller square. Doesn't matter which 2, but you will have an end that's closed and an end that's open that has all those points together. Turn that open end towards yourself. So make sure that it can open up towards you. Now, if you'll notice, there's a crease running down the middle where you made some folds before. You're gonna pick up the first leaf of this. It's kind of like pages in a book. And you're gonna pick up just the first one. You're gonna fold this edge to this middle crease. So line it up just like that and then squish it down like so. You're going to do that with the other side. You're going to take this edge and fold it to the middle. Ta-da! So now you have kind of like a little kite. You're going to take the top triangle part of this kite and you're going to fold it over those folds you just made, like so. Okay? Now you're going to unfold everything. You were just creasing, so we're going to unfold that. We're going to unfold these guys. Then, this is a little tricky, but you can do it. You got to just finesse it a little bit. You're going to take this flap that's pointing towards you and you're going to open it up like a mouth. And as you open it up, you'll kind of ease in these creases and set them down, and they'll end up being a diamond shape. That's what we want. So then I'll kind of go over those creases a little bit better and make it nice and flat. Okay? Now, don't worry if you kind of want to see that again, because we're going to. You're going to flip that over, and you're going to do exactly the same thing to the other side. So we're going to flip it over so that the point of our diamond is away from us. The openings of the little flaps are towards us. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to move this line, this edge to the center line, and you're going to crease it down. You're going to do the same thing to the other side. A lot of repetition in this. And then we're going to take this little top triangle from our kite. We're going to fold it down. Crease it down good. You can just ignore this back diamond back here. We're going to unfold everything. And we're going to open up that mouth again. Just like that on that crease line. And it should kind of fall into place. Sometimes you need to encourage it a little bit, but it'll get there. So get those creases marked nice and flat. And now you've got a diamond shape. Now your diamond has two sides. So there's a side here that has flappers like this and a triangle on the inside. And then there's a side that has little legs that walk around. So we want to point those legs toward yourself. Now we're going to do the next fold. It looks very much like the fold we did before. We're going to take this leaf of the book, this page, and just the one, and we're going to fold this edge to the center, just like we did the last time. It's just skinnier now. So fold that to the center. Then we're going to do it on the other side. We're going to take that top leaf and fold that edge to the center. This time we're going to leave that. We're not going to unfold it. So crease it down good, then flip it over. And guess what? We're going to do that again. So fold the edge to the center, and then fold the other edge to the center. And now we have kind of a long skinny diamond shape. Okay, now you've got these leaves like a book. Remember I told you about that? This is where this really comes in handy. What you're going to do is you're going to take this first page of the book and you're going to turn it and fold it over. So just pick up that top one. That'll leave you with one page on the right side and 3 pages on the left side. There they are. Okay, so you're just going to turn the one and you're going to crease it down good. Then you're going to flip the whole thing over and you're going to do that again. You're going to pick up the very first page. You've got 3 over here now. Pick up that very first one and you're going to fold it, turn that page, and crease it down. Just like that. And you're going to notice that not all of my folds are perfect. That is okay. Cranes all look different. They don't have to be perfect. Okay, that gives us a fox head shape. So down here's his little nose, up here's his ears, and what we're going to do next is, usually I point the nose towards me, but that's up to you. You don't have to. But you're going to take it, you're going to open his mouth and fold his nose all the way up so it touches his ears. Like so. Okay, then you're going to flip him over, and you notice there's even just a nice natural crease there. You're going to fold that nose up till it touches his ears. Okay, now you've got a thing that looks kind of like a little pointy hat. We're going to do the book fold again. That's where you take one page of the book and you fold it over from right to left, just like you were reading. Flip it over where you've got 3 pages now, and you fold the first one over again. We are almost done. This is where you get to really see the crane come out. Okay, another little pointy hat looking thing. It's got two wings. Those are going to be the wings of the crane, and it's got a head and a tail. So what you're going to do is you're going to take one of these, the head or the tail, you can decide which is which, and you just kind of move it out, and when it's at an angle you like, just squish the bottom of it and it'll stay there. See how that works? You just kind of refold that right there. Do the same thing with the tail. Move it out till it looks like a tail to you and squish it down. Okay. Pick which one you like the looks of for the head. And this is kind of a tricky fold and it's kind of small, but essentially what you're gonna do is you're gonna see how it has this fold right here. It's folded in half. You're gonna turn that fold inside out. So kind of bend down the head, and then like right there you can see you kind of turn it inside out. And sometimes this looks a little sloppy or different, but you just get it turned under, and then it makes a little beak for your crane. It doesn't really matter that it's not perfect. Don't worry about that. So now we got a head and a tail, and now we're going to spread out those wings. So you take the wings, and if you notice, here's his back. You've got little pockets here, and I like to stick my thumbs right in those little pockets, and very gently, you have to be gentle because your paper can tear, pull that open, and his back will kind of spread out and flatten out. Sometimes I give him a little push with my thumb just to encourage it a little bit. There you go. And now he's got his wings out and his head up and his tail up. And you can put the wings kind of wherever you want. If you want them a little higher, or like he's really flapping, you can leave them like that. You can leave them straight out. Me personally, I like to make them a little curved. So I usually just give it a little bit of a curve to the edge. And that's your crane. Thank you very much.